Good middle of the day. How are you? It's good to see you again, and thanks for watching. So, it's mid-February. So that means more news, because a little bit's been happening. Not as much as I would like, but something. Anyway, first up in the news, I guess, this week will be Australian government Visit New South Wales website has been updated now with EV road trips, which is actually pretty cool. So what they've done is they've planned road trips around New South Wales based in Sydney, or starting from Sydney, with a minimum of 2 DC fast chargers every 100 kilometres along their route, which is pretty good. So even if you've got a very early Nissan Leaf, I mean, you might be struggling. Our Omni probably won't do it, but any other EV in Australia, you won't do it without a problem at all, especially with the 100 k's range. Now, obviously, they give us detailed maps. They show you the locations of the charging sites, that sort of thing. They also have recommendations on sightseeing, tourist attractions, and accommodation. Haven't looked that much into it, but they do seem to have a fairly comprehensive list of tourist attractions and things you can visit while doing these road trips. It's actually quite easy to navigate website. So basically, just a quick off the top of my head, we've got the Central Coast Hunter Valley. That's an old favourite from Sydney, up the Hunter Valley wineries. There's Tesla superchargers up there. I think there's actually quite a few now. There's Raymond Terrace. 2 Raymond Terraces down there. That one's Everbrae, that's it. And out at the winery out there, at the west to the Hunter. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head anymore. But yeah, plenty of DC fast charging around the Hunter Valley. Also, the Grand Pacific Drive down south. Everybody knows that one, you know, past the Seacliff Bridge, but also this map takes you right down to the New South Wales Victoria border, which is actually pretty cool. That's actually a really nice drive. If you're on a motorbike, even better. And of course, you've got the Alpine Way, 170 kilometres through the Snowy Mountains. One of my most favourite parts of the world. There's some awesome scenery around there. Nice places. Great in summer, nice and cool. And of course, there's the Sydney to Melbourne coastal route, which goes, yeah, as it says, Sydney all the way to Melbourne, down the coast. And that, again, is a fantastic drive. So basically, each road trip has its own dedicated webpage. As I say, New South Wales website, time to hit the road. So, which trip would you take first, and what EV would you take on that trip? As you can see, I'm back at my favourite park. Back here at the Gippsland Entertainment Precinct. Well, I guess up here might be entertaining. But where was I? News, that's it. I thought I'd come down here and watch the people get fit. Next up on the list is a survey from the NRMA, basically saying that EV owners would love to use their cars for V2L, vehicle to load. So you can charge your car up at home when it's sunny, or you can go to a supercharger, charge up at work even, come home and use your car to run your home, pretty much like a battery does now for your house, like a power wall or stuff like that. Study was done by the NRMA and the UTS, University of Technology, Sydney, and basically found that 47% of all Aussies and 54% of all current EV owners are keen on vehicle-to-grid tech, which is pretty cool. Because apparently 85% of EVs are parked at home during peak solar hours. So you've got massive potential there of solar storage. I mean, it's there all day, isn't it? It's going to be charging up for free. And with companies like Amber, you'll be able to sell that energy back at peak times and make a significant profit, as some people do already. Quite interesting. So apparently, according to the study, one early adopter in there earned $500 in just 2 hours exporting a battery load of energy from the car to the grid. Not bad. Not a bad way to offset the cost of an EV or your electricity bill, mate. Turn it into a profit centre. As I say, you become the power station with EVs and solar and batteries. It's fantastic. This isn't as comfortable as it looks. Not quite the right shape for me. Anyway, thought I'd lie down for this one. Nissan, as we know, Nissan's got some issues going on. Basically, they've broken up with Honda. They look like they're going to get married there. Unfortunately, Honda and Nissan, it's over. And what can Nissan do to save itself since it's broken up with Honda? Well, they've got plans apparently. $4 billion cost-cutting strategy involves cutting 2,500 jobs, plus another 6,000 jobs after that in 2026. That's not good because, as they call it, right-sizing. Of course, there's always a corporate buzzword in there to justify what they're doing. They want to reduce global output by 20%, which again is not encouraging for Nissan, especially in the EV side of things. Considering Nissan and Mitsubishi started the EV revolution before Tesla got involved with the early Nissan Leaf and the Mitsubishi Omni. That's such a head start. Even the current Nissan Leaf is a good car. If you ignore the charger gate heating issues, apart from that, nothing wrong with them. Father's got one, he loves it. So, I don't know. I don't know where Nissan went wrong with that one. I'm sure it had nothing to do with Carlos Ghosn being shipped out of the country in a box, literally. Who knows? But yeah, speaking of Nissan and EVs, what does it mean for their EV lineup? Well, they're planning an Uno. Oh, I'm having a great day today, aren't I? An all-new EV for the Chinese market. Well, that's good luck with that, because the Chinese market, as we know, is saturated with Chinese manufacturers alone. A lot of those will die or be merged or coalesce into one bigger company, and there'll be a few survivors, but many will die. But I don't see someone like Nissan making it in China with a dedicated EV platform in the Chinese market, which is already super hyper competitive, so who knows. Sad to see, but oh well, Nissan's been around for a long time, but that's the way business goes, isn't it? Yeah, those things aren't comfortable. I wouldn't recommend them. Also, feel like a soccer game, let's go. Okay, it's getting too sunny out there. I got sunburned from walking around the property the other day, so back into the shade for me. Anyway, exciting news, actually good stuff news. Kia EV4 has been, well, not technically revealed. They've shown pictures and renders of the new model EV4, and comes in two variants. We've got the sedan and we've got the hatch. The sedan, I like the look of it, but I don't like the fact it's a sedan, because we have a Model 3, which is a sedan. The boot opening just isn't big enough to get some big items, bulky items into the car, which is annoying. Hatchback, like the Model Y, far better for getting stuff in the back of that. But yes, the sedan has, like as it says here, a sleek long tail silhouette and unique roof spoiler for premium sporty feel, whatever that is. The hatchback, a tough, versatile look with bold C-pillars, crisp lines to give it the urban edge. I think I love these advertising buzzwords, really. Just look at the pictures. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It does what you want it to do, or it doesn't. It's pretty simple, really. Also, they have the GT line, because Kia do have this GT line thing where it's the top spec, you get the bigger rims, you get the nicer interior, the leather, all the options, that sort of thing. So of course, yes, the EV4 does, again, come in a top spec GT line. Wing-shaped rear bumpers from an aggressive stance. More corporate buzzwords. But yes, the big reveal is coming on February 24, which we'll probably get more details, obviously, on range, power, performance, actual storage capacities, that sort of thing will come on in February. Will it be revealed in Spain? Interesting. So after February 24, we're going to get a look at what the actual specs and features are, which should be pretty good. But yeah, overall, I think it looks pretty good. The Kia EV lines are actually looking not too bad. The EV3, you got the EV5 now, EV9, the big chunky SUV thing. There's obviously the EV6, which is a very aerodynamic looking thing. So yeah, I think they're doing pretty good. Kia are really hitting it out of the park at the moment with their EVs. And all the positive things too, we have BMW. They have unleashed their Vision driving experience. It has 13,000 foot-pounds of torque, which is, I don't know, it's American. I don't know foot-pounds, I know Newton meters. I know meters of Newton, but not pounds of feet. How much does your foot weigh? How many pounds does that weigh? Yeah, don't know. Anyway, 1,200 kilos of downforce, which is fantastic for racetrack, cornering. Not the best for freeways because, you know, more weight equals more rolling resistance, more drag, less efficiency. But this, obviously, those performance figures, the downforce figures, obviously it's going to be a track machine. Keeping the detail secret, obviously, because, you know, it's BMW. Liquid-cooled quad-motor all-wheel drive, the heart of joy. Really? Come on. Software for first approach is a game changer. Well, we'll be the judge of that. That's what the market's for. Following in the footsteps of Tesla and Rivian. Okay, we'll wait and see, won't we? Next-gen traction and efficiency tech, variable regen braking that adapts in real time. Okay. But also too, it says in the press release, can they keep up with the fierce competition in China? Well, we're going to find out with Nissan as well, aren't we? And lastly, Australia in 2024 installed over 1 gigawatt of solar panels, just in 2024 alone. So I wonder what we're going to get in 2025. That 1 gigawatt of installation is a new record for Australia, which is fantastic. So obviously we'll break that again in 2025. What that means for nuclear, because if you can smash on a gigawatt of energy production every year, it's going to take 40 years of before a nuclear power plant even turns up. That's a lot of energy. There's going to be nothing left for nuclear power to feed into, is there? Got to keep that coal burning, right, Mr. Dutton? So that is all for car news. Home news. Well, the block of land's unconditional now, so it's just a waiting period. It's just a settlement period. In the meantime, we're collecting batteries. We're researching things like how to manage the land, like alpacas, goats, that sort of thing to keep weeds under control. Fencing's all pretty good. But at the moment, we look like we're probably buying either a Bluetti or a EcoFlow battery, which can be charged from a CCS2 charger, apparently. We're looking at about between 5 and 7 kilowatt hours, because that's got to power everything while we get our house built. So we've still got to work. So we've still got to run computers, still got to have laptops, still got to have cooking, well, that sort of thing, while I'm basically living in a tent, being homeless on a block of land. So what would you recommend? The Bluetti or the EcoFlow system? We already have a Bluetti 2 kilowatt battery, which runs our Starlink and computers and things are on camping trips and went on road trips and stuff like that. But we never used EcoFlow. I've got no idea anything about them other than what people have said on the internet. So what do you think? What's better, Bluetti or EcoFlow? Let us know below, because we're researching right now. And if, you know, Bluetti or EcoFlow want to send me some to test in a real world scenario, charging from solar, running a shed essentially, and, you know, providing the essentials for life for that, then hit us up. So I want to try them out, see how they go, make some cool content. So once again, thank you for watching, much appreciated. I hope you're doing well, because exciting times ahead for us. And I hope everything is happy and well with you, and take care of yourself, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. So bye. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, algorithm, blah, blah, crap, whatever.